So this video is all about answering your questions on the Apple AirPods 2. Let the download begin. So if you're finding the channel for the first time, on this channel we do support videos that teach you not only how to use the devices you currently own, but also how to troubleshoot some of the biggest issues those devices may have. If you enjoy videos like that, support the channel by hitting that subscribe button down below. Also hitting that bell for notifications so you know when we send out a new video. Don't forget to share your thoughts, comments, and any questions you have in the comment section below our videos as well. We do our best to answer those questions. And the last thing you want to do is share the video out because you never know who these tips or questions will help. Let's get started with answering your questions about the Apple AirPods 2. So the Apple AirPods are Apple's latest introduction to the wireless headphone games. The AirPods are actually really popular. I think I see so many people out and about with these devices in their ears. A lot of people have the AirPod 1, and this video is going to kind of answer the questions on whether the AirPod 2 is a big enough difference for you to want to upgrade or not. So let's start off with what the major difference between the AirPod 1 and AirPods 2 are. And we'll talk about the AirPods themselves and adjust the wireless charging case a little bit later because there's a caveat to that. And these are the AirPods that came with the wireless charging case as a point of reference. So design-wise, the AirPod 1 and AirPods 2 look exactly the same. There is no difference in the way that these things are designed. If you put one next to the other, they would both look exactly the same. So there's no way to tell if somebody is rocking the AirPod 1s or the AirPod 2 just by looking at them. There's a little bit of a slight improvement when it comes to the battery life and the talk time of the AirPods themselves. The case charging is about the same. It'll charge about 24 hours in the case. The case does, again, act as your charger for the AirPods themselves. We've done a lot of troubleshooting videos and how-to videos for the AirPods, so shameless plug, just check out those videos if you have any questions about how they work, what they do, and what features they have. But the AirPods 2 also has the new H1 chip, and what that H1 chip does is it makes seamlessly switching between devices a lot easier. And that seamlessly switching between devices really only comes into play when you're switching between Apple devices. I found that these AirPods actually switch a lot better between the different Apple devices than the older ones do. And the really cool thing that comes with AirPods is once you've paired it to a specific device like your iPhone or iPad, as long as the devices you're switching to have that same Apple ID installed, the AirPods switch seamlessly between those two devices, or three devices, depending on how many devices you're switching between. So I do see a slight benefit in the way that they switch between device to device with the new chip, but it's not as groundbreaking or life-changing as it needs to be to kind of upgrade to the new AirPods 2. It also has a better Bluetooth capability, and it does have the tap to access Siri function. So those are two more additions that the AirPods 2 have. A better Bluetooth connectivity will help if you're having any kind of latency between the devices that you used to use with your AirPods 1 and the new AirPods 2. I found that they disconnect from devices a lot less. When I pair them to my iPhone or pair them to my Android phone, I wasn't having that much of an issue where I would lose connection or the AirPods would need to be resynced in any way, shape, or form. The tap to Siri thing is kind of I guess an add-on function. If you like using the assistant, I always found Siri not as helpful as it needs to be, so I don't see that again as a decision maker between buying the 1 or 2. It is a neat function to have though if you use the assistant. So it's not water resistant. It doesn't have any kind of noise cancellation. They didn't add those features to this upgrade. Again, really, you can look at this as an incremental upgrade. Improvement in the interior functions of the AirPod themselves. The AirPods got better handling Bluetooth, they got better handling switching, they got better handling connection. There isn't any kind of big feature upgrades to these AirPods, with the exception of now there is a wireless charging case, but that also comes with a caveat. So the price of the AirPods will be about $159.99 or $199.99, and the difference between the two is the $199 version comes with the wireless charging case. So the wireless charging case can also be purchased separately, so if you have an AirPod AirPod 1 and you want to replace your current charging case with a wireless charging case, the AirPod 1s are compatible with the new wireless charging case. So again, it's not really an upgrade. If you pay an additional $50, you get the wireless charging case with the AirPods 2. How much of a difference is the wireless charging case? Is it a game changer? I don't think so. I haven't used it to charge wirelessly. It still has the lightning connection at the bottom, so you can just kind of connect that up and go with it from there. I know a lot of people love devices to have wireless charging features. I didn't see the necessary reason for an AirPods case to have a wireless charging feature. I guess it does come in handy if you have like a wireless charging pad. You can just kind of put it down and it charges up automatically. But again, I don't see the value of adding an additional $50 for it, and I don't see it as a reason you would go for the AirPods 1 versus the AirPods 2. Sound quality is about the same to me. I see that playing music through my iPhone or my Android phone with these connected up are pretty much the same as I would get from the AirPods 1. I do hear a little bit more of a bass to it. Maybe that's just me kind of filling in the blanks because it is an upgraded version. I believe the sound quality should be better, but it's not such a drastic change that if you were to give me an AirPods 1 and put it on versus an AirPods 2, I would see the major difference. There is slight improvement in the sound quality, but not enough to kick it over the level. Portability is a big thing when you have additional accessories. So now with earbuds or wireless earbuds, you have to have a charging case with you. The charging case is still probably one of the best designed charging cases there is. There's just this really cool feeling when it snaps shut. And it works the way it's supposed to, just like most or any Apple device does. It's extremely portable. You don't feel it in your pocket. AirPods fit snugly in there. And again, it acts as a charging case for the AirPods themselves. I still really hate the design of these things. They just kind of hang in your ear, and they do kind of stay in your ear, but I do feel a little self-conscious about either working out with them or running with them. I know for the most part, people say that they really do stay in your ear when you're jogging, but my ears are kind of designed a little bit differently, and they do tend to slide out from time to time. I kind of wish Apple had listened to the feedback and maybe not just completely changed, but make it a little bit more secure in your ear. Hopefully with the next iteration of the AirPods, it'll get there. But with these, again, design-wise, color-wise, it's all the same. So then I guess the big question is, should you upgrade? If your AirPods 1 are working fine, no. Definitely not. It's not really worth the additional cost. I don't even believe that a wireless charging case is necessary if your AirPods are working the way that they're supposed to. Definitely stick with your AirPods. There's not enough of a difference between the 1s and the 2s to justify you upgrading at an additional cost. If you're coming into the market though and you want to purchase a set of AirPods, you can find these $159. I would definitely probably go with the 2s without the charging case. Again, they're good headphones for what they are. If you're in the market for AirPods, I'm sure you can find better headphones out there, but if you're really in the market for a set of AirPods, I would always go with the most recent ones, only because the tech is newer in it and it is more recent, and it's probably going to last a little bit longer with updates and generational gaps and things of that nature. So not really worth an upgrade, but definitely worth a purchase if you're in the market for a set of Apple AirPods. So hopefully we answered a lot of the questions you guys have about the new AirPods that have just been released. If you have any additional questions we didn't answer in this video, go ahead and share those in the comment section below the video. We'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Also check out some of the other videos we've done about the AirPods, some troubleshooting videos and some how-to videos that really teach you how to use the device to its fullest potential. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, peace.